Hello, my name is Robert DeWeese, and today we're going to be taking a look at the evolution of technology in the film industry. From silent films to talkies to Technicolor all the way to IMAX, the film industry is growing and evolving each day. Let's take a short look at how far we've come. It's hard to put a start date on the film industry. After all, people have been obsessed with image capturing for centuries. It was in the late 19th century, however, when people began to experiment with capturing moving footage. Evolving from simple clips into full-blown productions featuring multiple scenes and shots. As film began to grow from a novelty into a hit, people in the industry began to push the limits of available technology farther and farther. Evolving from using simple camera tricks while filming to going in and editing the film itself. The birth of post-production. Skip ahead a few years to the introduction of the sound film, made popular by the 1927 release The Jazz Singer. By the 30s, the sound film had become a global phenomenon. Then, in 1939, the world was introduced to Technicolor largely with the help of the classic The Wizard of Oz. One of the most famous moments in cinematic history is when Dorothy opens up the front door of her black and white home to see the bright colors of the Land of Oz. The years would come and go, introducing new and better options for filmmaking. A major leap was made in the 1970s and 80s with the introduction of computer-generated imagery, or CGI. Movies like Star Wars, Tron, and The Last Starfighter used CGI to create a number of visual effects. The use of computer imagery has grown exponentially over the last 2 decades, from creating unbelievably lifelike velociraptors for the 1993 release Jurassic Park to the full-length CG animated releases like Disney Pixar's Toy Story series. Now, almost a decade into the 21st century, a new wave of technological advancements are being unveiled. From the introduction of high-definition equipment, to the resurgence of 3D technology, also to a wonderful new technique in performance capture called the volume, which is to be used for James Cameron's 2009 release Avatar. The volume is a small skull cap with a tiny camera attached to it that collects information about the actor's facial expressions and eyes and transmits it to computers. This allows the animated character in the film to more closely resemble the actor portraying it. Cameron and his teams are also experimenting with ways to allow their computer-generated characters to interact with the actors on a live set while shooting live-action scenes. We are barely a century into making movies and have already witnessed exponential growth in technology. Things that were considered impossible 10 years ago are now being done by teenagers at home on their computers. Just imagine where the next 10 years will take us, or the next one.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.